going to teach a CPR class, friends and family at the hospital. It's Friday afternoon. I got a lot done yesterday and this morning. Yesterday, I stayed in my pajamas all day and worked on things. In regards to the LLC, first thing, the website is live. I signed up for invoicing and billing services. Those are the two major things I wanted to accomplish this week. It was a certain charge for the invoicing. However, I went and I looked for discount codes and I found one that saved me almost $50. I got the ebooks for American Heart Association. I understand that they're going to be doing some updates soon. Possibly. For American Red Cross, I downloaded it's a downloadable training manager. I'm going to see if I could download it on my Chromebook as a backup. And when I do my training, I'm going to bring both things. There's this one laptop that's older. It does have a password on it. I'm going to use that and bring the Chromebook also on the 26th when I teach the class at the church. Also, I need to set up the registration for the class that's going to happen next week. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go straight to the American Red Cross website or if I'm going to go through this particular company. They're saying that the cards are going to be cheaper. They have some kind of vendor deal. I'm going to get some clarification. I need to do this as soon as possible because the class is next week. That's what's going on in terms of the LLC and the business. With my job that I have at the hospital, doing another training. Let me see what else. Job searches. I'm still applying for jobs. I applied for this one job at the children's hospital, and just like I thought, I believe that I was a placeholder. I have a lot of qualifications, but when I looked at the preferred, I didn't have a lot of the preferred. I had the basic requirements. And it's getting to the point where the recruiter is starting to recognize my name. I've applied for so many jobs there just to do something different. I did see they had an opening for, I think it was like a breastfeeding consultant. That may be something I do anyway for this job that I currently have. So I'm like, oh, that might be an opportunity to apply. But the one thing about the children's hospital, not only do they want you to have the BLS training, sometimes they want you to have pairs. They want you to have all these different things, ACLS. If you're an advice nurse, before they didn't require that. Now it's very competitive. So they'll ask you to be like pair or ACLS certified. Most of the time it's the pair certified. I don't have that right now. Will I ever get that? I don't know. if I want to focus on stuff like that right now. I'm working on using the things that I have to get jobs. I went ahead and applied to some jobs that I am way overqualified for, just to see, because it's kind of like bird in the hand situation. Some of them say high school diploma and 4-year degree preferred, and they're in direct care, but not a nurse or a doctor or physician assistant. I also applied for this other job that I had previously applied for, and they said that they had someone else. I'm thinking maybe the person quit. So I applied for that job again. I applied for every possible job at that children's hospital. Because once you get in there, it doesn't matter really what job you have. Then when you look for a more opportunity that aligns more with what I want to do, you're already in. That's an advantage. I'm not surprised that I passed on the other interview at the children's hospital, because when I interviewed, I know how my personality is. I'm very no nonsense and straightforward, and this children's hospital has a certain brand, and even the people that work there, they have a certain pitch in their voice, a lot of them. It's just like you have your typical brand and what they look for. And the hospital that I'm working at, she's like, I really like that you communicate well, you're very forthright. She said, I like that. And I'm like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I keep getting calls back from the children's hospital, so at the best, I'm a great placeholder at this point. 3 protected classes: Black, woman, over 50. That's 3 protected classes, according to the EEOC. Anyway, that's what's going on with that. I applied for some jobs at the children's hospital. Now, you're not going to believe this. You may or may not believe it. I saw some seasonal jobs, like working at a retail place, and I decided to apply for that. And they sent me an email saying they're having a job fair and to bring a resume. You know what? I'm going to go to that because, one, it is seasonal. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's seasonal. It's not going to last. And it's not far from my house. My daughter's applying for that job too. I said, I applied for it and they sent me something, and she asked me, where is it at? I said, I let her know where it was. She's like, oh my goodness. I'm like, that's why I'm gonna go over there. So my daughter said she's gonna go over there too. You know, just gonna see what happens. I applied for this job where I would take pictures of people's skin on a tablet, then I would send it to dermatologists. I got an initial thing saying that I'm one of the candidates and they're looking at applications. I got this other one that's with the agency. They're like, let me stop saying like, they said that I'm in the application pool if they have any openings. I've been applying for multiple jobs. So far, the one that has panned out, which I'm thankful for, is a hospital job. I understand they have some other opportunities doing community things. That's open. I have opportunities when people call out, or if they have some unfilled things. I signed up for 4 additional trainings there. I signed up for one training, and then when I signed up for it, I realized that I was already doing a training on that day and it would be back to back. So the person says, I don't want to do that to you because unless you really want to do it. I think they're trying to make sure people don't get burned out. So I got signed up for 4 additional trainings. The other thing with the CPR, I got asked to do an observation that's going to be next week Friday. I'm not really keen on doing trainings on Fridays, but I want the observation. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Talked about the job applications. Let me see anything with the exit plan. Right now, with my account and everything, I'm feeling reasonably comfortable, cautiously comfortable, because I want to start by November to start getting in some more income, which is why I'm applying to the seasonal jobs. I have a certain amount of money. All my middle month bills are taken care of. So the next bills that are coming through is like my mortgage, car insurance, and I'll have another retirement payment for the beginning of the month. So that should cover the majority of the bills. And then my son's going to give some money. My daughter has started recently. She's going to be recently working. So at some point she'll start giving me some money again here and there. At first she was giving me between $400 to $600, but once she wasn't getting money from this one particular healthcare provider because their business was down, I said, whatever money you make, you give me 10%, and then the other 10% you put in your retirement account. So we'll see how that's going, because she has onboarded for a couple jobs, and she's also looking at a retail job, and she has started getting more film work. My daughter-in-law, she's working, and my son and my daughter, they kind of coordinate their schedules so they don't have to pay daycare. So, and of course, I help all I can. If one of them gets an extra shift and it's a day when I'm not working, I will watch the child. If they get a last-minute request and I'm at home and I'm not scheduled to work, then I will just say yes, of course. Let me just double check my schedule, and then I can watch Cutie Pie. He's so stinking cute. And with the health insurance, I'm kind of at the point where I have the health insurance. I'm going to go ahead and go get my refills. I had a doctor appointment scheduled. I decided to cancel it and have it in January because I want to work on my weight loss a little bit. Oh, I'll have to get through the holidays, but what can I say? I just was not ready. I was not ready. I want to be a little bit further along. I want to get under that 150. I'm not trying to get in trouble, but I'm like, I just don't want to do that. So I just postponed it. Ugh. And I know the provider isn't going to beat me up or anything about it. He's like, you know what you need to do. You've done it before. You need to be consistent. That's the key. As I go and eat a piece of Publix chicken before I leave to go to this job. It's just 350 calories. I shared some of the lean pieces with the puppy, so that could be 300. So I did go ahead and eat at home. That way I don't have to eat one of those Belvita bars. I just didn't want to have all the carbs. So if I have some protein or something, I'll be in okay shape. I can get home and stop saying Danielle, and have some salad. I got so much done these last couple days. I really put the pedal to the figurative metal. Class is over. 9 people total in the class, 4 couples, 1 person came without their partner. Great class. 2 sets of twins. You know what that means? Double charting. Took me a little longer, and then of course I want to make sure that I clean everything properly, put everything away, assure confidentiality, all of those steps. Then I went back and double checked and made sure. Okay. So off we go. Off we go. Off we go. Cars have emptied out quite a bit compared to when I came in. There's somebody that's really trying to fly out of here. Not willing to. Maybe they're trying to get to the bottom or the discharge area or something. I don't know what's going on, but you are not going to be rushing me. Okay. I can see why they have these poles risen up. And now I understand why they have those poles risen up, because when people turn in, some of them turn, if they weren't there, they would turn too wide. And this person, please just go ahead and pass, friend. That person has been flying. So people could be coming in because their partner is in labor. I mean, it's a bunch of hospitals on this street, so I mean, they got the children's hospital, they got several different hospitals by different names, doctor offices, they got a hotel around here, a little hotel, all kind of spread out doctor offices. I'm trying to remember if I said this. I may have said this, that I reached out to this CPR company and I got a response back. I just want to know when they're going to start asking me about availability. And then they asked me if I would be willing to be an assistant. Yeah, I'll be willing. I would do that after I give all my availability to the hospital. Oh, that's a cute little dog. You look at you little cute little thing. Because for assistance they pay a mere $50, but I mean, I'll take $50. I'll take $50. I don't have a problem with taking $50. If I'm not working over here, I'll take $50 to come and be an assistant. Then I won't have wear and tear on my equipment. They'll add me in that I've taught a class. It's a win-win for me. It's between 5:15 and 5:30. I really need to stop and get some gas in my car. I'm at 3/4 of a tank, so it isn't that bad, but this is normally the point where I like to put some more gas in my car. It may end up waiting until tomorrow. I just make sure they all like, y'all, did you get that email, everybody? Because that's how you're going to be able to get your baby. Check on there, make sure, forward it to each other, screenshot and text it, throw it in an electronic file. That's how you're going to be able to get your baby out of the hospital. They won't discharge them until they have the infant CPR class, friends and family. They also have to do a car seat test. And they put them in the car. This is for the special care nursery. They put them in car seat, and it's a car seat test. And they probably monitor their oxygenation. And you're not really supposed to have the kids be in a car seat for too long anyway, so. And some of them were talking about it was coming. It's a car seat test, and they have them sit in there and see their oxygenation. If their oxygenation doesn't stay okay, they can't get discharged until everything's okay. This one poor couple had went and bought 4 different car seats, and the baby kept the little baby. The mom said she was talking to the baby and like, now you passed this test. It's like y'all gotta pass the test. I said talk to him like, tell him to do a great job, do an excellent job and pass it. One lady, she's so cute. She's like, I was talking to her. That she had a little girl and telling her, no, do your best to pass this test. But yeah, delightful family. I just want to be able to get a couple gigs and jobs so I can make a couple $1,000s. I mean, basically, if I make around that amount, oh, you're making it bad for everybody, friend. Don't do that. Okay, this person is making a left-hand turn there, and it's kind of like was messing it up for everybody. I like this area. There's tacos there. I wouldn't mind some good tacos. I wonder how their tacos are. Eat when I get home. I got plenty of food at home. I'm not stopping anywhere. These folks in this neighborhood, they live in this neighborhood. They go walk to the cleaners. They go walk to everything except for going to the gas station. They walk to the restaurant, go pick up their prescriptions. They can even come and walk over to Publix and get their groceries. It's very walkable around here. It's also extremely expensive. If I were to live somewhere, if money was no object, I probably would come over to an area like this because it's really cute. If you have dogs, you can walk your dogs, and they have restaurants. They have houses, you could walk over to the restaurant and literally walk back to the house before it gets dark. I'm gonna probably start hitting some traffic now. So once I get to a certain point, I'm gonna probably stop everything, and it may be at a random point, but all in all great day, great week. I'm gonna contemplate if I'm gonna go to co-working. If I would have gotten out of the house early, I could have went over to co-working today. It's 5:30, so I'm not going over there right now.